also called sweets or lollies in other countries, is a confection that features sugar as its main ingredient. Candy is popular on many occasions, such as birthday parties, holidays, special treats, and or having a cheat day on your diet. While it's the root of our dental cavities, sometimes we hardly ever notice when our favorite childhood candy is gone and pulled from shelves. Today, we will be going over a list of top 10 forgotten candy that we all miss. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Chicken dinner. While a chicken dinner sounds like a meal you would order at a fancy restaurant, many people may not know that it was the name of a candy bar as well. The bar was introduced to the world in 1923 by the Sperry Candy Company. What's unique is that the bar doesn't even contain chicken and that it was just a chocolate-covered nut roll. Their name and the packaging, which sported a whole chicken, had to do mostly with getting people's attention, which proved to be successful. The candy bar was considered nutritious due to the nuts and simple overall creation, which had a high level of protein. In 1962, after being out for almost 40 years, the chicken dinner candy bar came to an end. Sperry Candy Company was sold to Pearson's, and production of this candy bar was soon ceased. We can say that vegans and vegetarians are happy and will not want to see the return of this candy bar. Number 9. Summit Bars. Summit was a candy bar manufactured by Mars in the early 1980s. The bars consisted of 2 wafers covered with peanuts, all coated in chocolate. Pretty basic though, right? Well, from the start, Summit had an identity problem with the packaging, stating that they were cookie bars, but the commercials were referring to them as candy bars.
Summit candy bars, a crisp, delicious break anytime.
The cookie bar, was also known to melt fast, which prompted Mars to change it to individual foil wrapping in 1983. They also prompted the bar as having 30% more chocolate and making the bars longer and thinner. Consumer panelists said the modifications were gimmickier than substantive, which led to the production of the bar being halted. We can say that Summit has melted into candy and cookie history. Number 8. Gator Gum. Gatorade, as we all know, is a popular sports-themed beverage that many athletes drink for electrolytes. Many people don't know that in the 1970s, Gatorade had a brand of chewing gum known as Gator Gum. It was manufactured by the Fleer Corporation and was available in both of Gatorade's original flavors, lemon lime and orange. This gum had a great reputation for being juicy and packed with long-lasting flavor. Gator Gum was discontinued in 1989 and off the shelves by the early 2000s. Fun fact, there is one seller on eBay who has an unopened pack of this gum valued at $220. Number 7. Lifesavers Holes. Compared to donut holes, Lifesaver Holes were described as the little piece of hard candy that came from making Lifesavers rings. They were introduced in stores in 1990 but pulled shortly after due to them being a choking hazard. There were a few documented instances of young children and teenagers chewing on the package's flip-top plastic cap. The candies did return to shelves 4 months after the recall with new, safer packaging, but the damage had already been done, and the product was soon discontinued in 1991. Number 6. 7-Up Candy Bar. 7-Up was a candy bar made by the Pearson Candy Company in the 1930s. This brand of candy is unrelated to the 7-Up soft drink. The bar was primarily made up of 7 unique chambers of different fillings that were arranged in a row so that you were getting the experience of eating candies from a box of chocolates. The original filling consisted of coconut, butterscotch caramel, buttercream, fudge, Brazil nut, cherry cream, and orange jelly. Some were swapped out through the years with mint, nougat, cherry, and buttercream. It became popular because eating it was also a little bit of a mystery. The order in which you ate the bar could change the way that the bar tasted overall. The candy bar was ultimately discontinued in 1979 due to the conflict with 7-Up soda and trademarking concerns between the two companies that could not be resolved. There were also issues with high manufacturing costs. If you were curious about the concept and taste of this chocolate bar, an alternative one exists today by the name of Sky Bar. This bar was created by Necco but consists of only 4 chambers as opposed to 7. Number 5. Wonka Donutz. Wonka Donutz were candies sold by Nestle under their then Willy Wonka Candy Company. Each bar was donut-shaped pieces of chocolate covered in sprinkles with a truffle-like inside. They were wildly promoted ahead of the release of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film in 2005.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
These were short-lived and discontinued due to low sales, or maybe people buying them expecting actual donuts. Number 4. Hershey Swoops. Swoops were Pringle-shaped chocolates launched in 2003 by Hershey's. Yes, you heard it, Pringle-shaped chocolates. Swoops came in a variety of options, which were Reese's, York Peppermint Patty, Almond Joy, and White Chocolate Reese's. The playful ads featured people holding the chocolates and dancing to a jingle that swapped the swoops for the whoomp. In tag team's hit, whoomp, there it is. But for Hershey's Swoops, in the end, Swoops became another failed fad, and many suggest the name wasn't good enough and that each package only contained 6 swoops per container. Consumers also weren't getting the popping chips in your mouth like there's no tomorrow satisfaction that the Pringles-shaped evoked. Others criticized the packaging and price as a standard 3.78-ounce box containing 3 separate cups of swoops, each holding 6 slices. That made for just 18 thin pieces of chocolate for a standard retail price of $1.79, which could buy at least a couple of regular old Hershey bars. Swoops were eventually swept out of stores by 2006. And safe to say, we will never again indulge in the indulgent, mouth-melting experience. Number 3. Hershey's Kissables. Hershey's Kisses has been an American classic since 1907. So it's no surprise that Hershey's would want to leverage the success of Kisses with the introduction of Hershey's Kissables in 2005. These colorful candy-coated mini kisses, no foil necessary, were perfectly sized to compete head-to-head with M&M's. With a thick sugar shell and basic bright colors like red, orange, green, blue, and yellow, Kissables candy-coated milk chocolate seemed to be a hit amongst consumers. Kissables was reformulated in 2007 strictly for cost-saving reasons. Hershey replaced the more expensive cocoa butter with cheaper fats, which not only altered the taste, but changed the very nature of the product so that it no longer could be called candy-coated milk chocolate. FDA food labeling laws now require Kissables to be classified as a chocolate candy. This change didn't sit well with consumers as the taste was different, which led to its discontinuation in July 2009. Number 2. PB Max. PB Max was a candy bar launched in 1990 by Mars to compete with Hershey's popular Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. They were made of creamy peanut butter sweetened with sugar and mixed with vegetable oil to prevent separation, and oats on top of a squarish whole grain cookie enrobed in milk chocolate. If that doesn't sound good enough, each bar consisted of 5 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, and weighed 42 grams. Early television commercials for PB Max in 1991 consistently clarified that the PB in its name didn't stand for a variety of different things such as Piggy Banks, Paul Bunyan, Platinum Blonde, but stood for peanut butter. Despite making 50 million in sales, PB Max was discontinued due to the Mars family distaste for peanut butter. Many petitions have been created to bring this beloved candy bar back, but as of this video, we can say that the Mars family hasn't changed its opinion of peanut butter just yet. Number 1. Butterfinger BBs. Starting in 1992, another form of Butterfinger bars was available called BBs. Like Whoppers and Maltesers, they were roughly the size of marbles and sold in bags advertised by The Simpsons.
Butterfinger BBs.
From Nestle.
These were made with the same Butterfinger recipe, and the bite-sized version is often poured directly into the mouth to avoid having melted chocolate on your hands. Butterfinger BBs was sadly discontinued in 2006, with theories ranging from the chocolate's quick melting point to the company making room for different candy bar strategies. In 2009, Butterfinger Bites were released in a vain attempt to mimic the iconic BBs, but they just couldn't replace the smaller, poppable versions that stole the hearts of millions. Well, this brings us to the end of our list today. Let me know in the comments below if you know of any other childhood candy that has been discontinued, or if you recognized any of the ones we went over in the video. See you next time!